Hey guys, Jason Metz, Underdog Sports Cards. So wanted to do a quick training on how to value numbered downtowns. Now, one thing is you make your money in this business when you buy, not when you sell. And what that means is if you buy a card right, if you know your numbers, if you know what it's worth, if you know how to comp it and to come up with an accurate assessment of what that card is worth, and then you are disciplined and build in whatever margin you need and stick to your numbers and don't overpay, you can always make money in this business, okay? So if you buy cards right, you make your money when you buy by being disciplined, not overpaying, and knowing your numbers. Now, for numbered downtowns, when you have a raw or a PSA 9, they're often very similar. That's just a rough rule, is they're very similar in price. When you go from a raw or a 9 to a 10, it's about a 1.8x that I would recommend that you estimate for that value for how much. So I know there's a fair amount of people out there that'll do a 2x, or say that, hey, a raw like Black Pandora, when I get a 10, it'll be worth twice as much. I don't think that's the case. I think it's about 1.8 is a rough and safe number to estimate for what that PSA 10 would be worth then, and then make your offer or build in margin based on that. Now, another good rule of thumb is the relationship between a Black Pandora downtown and a gold downtown is a raw Black Pandora. If you go from a raw Black Pandora, a gold raw downtown should be worth about double. And the same goes for a PSA 9 Black Pandora downtown. If you go from a PSA 9 Black Pandora to a PSA 9 gold, it'll be approximately double. So I know when you're buying numbered downtowns, there's often not a lot of comps. There's not complete information. So you're trying to piece together as much info as possible to make an educated estimate. Just two things I would keep in mind is that it's about 1.8 multiplier from a raw to a PSA 10. And then if you go from Black Pandora to a gold, it's about double for the same grade for that card. Thank you.